Hello everyone, and welcome back to another RuneScape video. In today's video we are going to be covering the island of Karamja. Karamja is one of the very few islands that free-to-play users actually have access to, and as a result has quite a bit of history behind it. Anyway, that's about all I have to say, and let's get right into the video. Number 10. Age. Karamja is one of RuneScape's oldest islands. It has existed all the way since RuneScape Classic, and is possibly the first island ever created. We don't know this for sure though, as we have no idea in what order RuneScape was created. I wouldn't be surprised if it is the oldest though. Number 9. Savages. There's very little known about Karamja and the history behind it, but based on context clues we can take a few guesses. It's believed that before the God Wars, Karamja was filled with savages. These savages would murder people and sacrifice them to their various gods. That's pretty brutal if you ask me, especially for RuneScape. Anyway, this theory comes from the Brudu victims found in the Taibo Wani cleanup minigame. When you examine them, it tells you that they are a victim of some ancient murderous ritual. This isn't the only strange part of Karamja's history though, that will be discussed in this next fact. Number 8. Prison. During the God Wars, Karamja was actually used as a prison. It was the ideal location as at the time the island was not colonized and is very far away from any human civilization. One notable prisoner of the island is the demon you're seeing on screen right now. As you can probably see by how its name is spelled, I'm not going to even try pronouncing it. Anyway, you can actually find this demon in-game in the Dominion Tower minigame, but only if you've completed the Legends quest. Number 7. Broken Quest. Karamja is home to the popular Pirate's Treasure quest. This quest involves helping a pirate by the name of Redbeard Frank get some Karamjan rum. If you do, he will tell you the location of another pirate's hidden treasure. When the quest was first launched, the rum was actually tradable to anyone. Basically what people would do is stack up an inventory of these bottles and then sell it to players who walk by. This would allow the players who bought it to skip a huge chunk of the quest. The quest itself is already very short though, especially if you had a guide open. Anyway, Jagex developers caught on and ended up patching it fairly quickly. Number 6. Pronunciation. All these years we may have been pronouncing Karamja wrong. According to the Postbag From The Hedge from October 30th, 2008, Karamja is actually pronounced Karamjar. I'll put the spelling here on screen so everyone can see what I mean. From what I've seen, everyone pronounces it the way I am right now, so I guess I'll keep saying it the same way. Anyway, after seeing this list, there are actually quite a few places that I may have been pronouncing incorrectly as well. If anyone wants to read this whole list, I'll leave the link in the description below. It appears to no longer exist on the RuneScape website, or at least I can't find the link, but luckily it was copied to the wiki. Number 5. Hidden Entrance. I believe I mentioned this in my video about Crandor, but Karamja actually is a secret entrance that can get you into Crandor. This entrance is inside the Karamja volcano and through a hidden door on the wall. In order to access it, you must have completed the Dragon Slayer quest. It kinda makes you wonder who actually built this entrance. The entrance must have definitely been built before Crandor was burned down, but we'll probably never know. Number 4. Reefs. The island of Karamja actually has a coral reef right next to it that you can swim in during the Recipe for Disaster quest. You get there by speaking to Murphy at Port Khazard after obtaining a fishbowl helmet and diving apparatus. It's a pretty iconic area and has been used in many popular RuneScape skits and machinimas. The reef features dozens of beautiful colors as well as a unique fish that you'll probably never see anywhere else in game. I've never been there myself as I've yet to complete the quest, but it looks amazing. It's definitely on my RuneScape bucket list to go there eventually. Number 3. Real Place. Believe it or not, but Karamja is actually possibly based on a real place. Karamja in the past has been referenced to many different locations, but the most realistic one would probably be Karimunjawa, which is an island in Indonesia. Karamja has also been compared to places such as Karamojong in Uganda and even Jamaica. I guess we'll never really know if any of these inspired Karamja or not, but I wouldn't be too surprised if they did. Number 2. Outdated. Karamja is actually fairly outdated in both Old School RuneScape and RS3. According to the wiki in Old School RuneScape, Karamja is the most outdated area in all of RuneScape. Some of the outdated things include searchable objects, monsters, and a lot of the scenery. As for RuneScape 3, the trees on the island are still the old models they were before they had updated all of them a few years back. To be honest, I don't mind the island being outdated in both versions of the game. It adds a little bit of extra nostalgia every time I go there. Number 1. Home Teleport. As many of you know, back in the day, there was no home teleport option in RuneScape. As a result, there was only 2 ways to get off the island. Either pay 30 GP or die. Basically, if you had no friends online or nobody nearby was being generous, you couldn't leave the island without losing all the stuff you had on you. That's all I have for this video, but if you'd like to see more top 10s, then don't forget to drop a like below. For more content from me, subscribe to my gaming channel, follow me on Twitter, and lastly subscribe here for more RuneScape content. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.